seventh round running back is stealing the show. Our safety returns stronger after overcoming 3 concussions. And a rookie wide receiver has the internet buzzing for unexpected reasons. 3 explosive stories that are going to change everything you thought about this season. Training sessions are unveiling secrets nobody saw coming. Stay until the end, because what's next is going to blow your mind. I'll be brutally honest about this situation with Luther Burden III, because this goes way beyond a simple TikTok video. We're witnessing a whole new generation of athletes who don't understand the difference between being a social media celebrity and a professional in the NFL. Luther Burden III, a 21-year-old rookie receiver, has just starred in what might be the most polarizing moment for any Bears rookie in recent years. The "She Was a Fairy" challenge video isn't just innocent entertainment. It's a statement about who this guy is and what values he represents. But here's what has me torn. This kid legitimately has the talent to be special. At Missouri, Burden III not only racked up more than 2,000 receiving yards in 3 years, but he did so as the constant #1 receiver facing the best coverage from every opposing team. His senior season was particularly impressive. 86 receptions for 1,212 yards and 9 touchdowns. And I think a lot of people don't understand the level of competition he faced in the SEC. This kid wasn't playing against weak teams. He was facing future first-round picks every weekend and still dominated. The real issue here isn't the video itself, but the perception it creates. Don Kleiman posted the clip on X with 700,000 views and counting. And the comments are relentless. "They'll use this if he turns out to be a bust." That comment hurt because I know it's true. In Chicago, if you fail, they'll remember every embarrassing moment for eternity. But here's my controversial perspective. So what if this kid wants to have fun? So what if he understands he can be both an entertainer and an elite athlete at the same time? I look at players like Chad Johnson, who was completely wild on social media, but lethal on the field. The true test for Luther Burden III will be if he can bring that same energy and confidence to the field. Ben Johnson will need receivers who aren't afraid to make big plays in crucial moments. If Burden can do that, this video will be just a curious footnote in a successful career. What worries me more is how this moment affects his chemistry with Caleb Williams. Caleb is serious, focused, completely professional. Will he respect a receiver who's more concerned with his TikTok numbers than perfecting his roots? That dynamic will be crucial. But here's the offensive tackle line developing simultaneously. Ozzie Trapillo. And speaking of rookies who are impressing for the right reasons, we have Ozzie Trapillo absolutely dominating at left tackle during minicamp. Clay Harbor of Chicago Sports Network made a comparison that blew my mind. Ryan Ramczyk. Let me explain why that comparison is monumental. Ramczyk was an All-Pro, a tackle the Saints could depend on for 7 full years. 101 starts, first team All-Pro in 2019, second team in 2018, and 2020. That level of consistency and excellence is exactly what we need in Chicago. Trapillo comes from Boston College, where he was first team, All-ACC in 2024 playing right tackle. But the versatility to play both sides makes him immensely valuable. With Braxton Jones sidelined until training camp, this is the perfect opportunity for Trapillo to prove he deserves to be a starter. What impresses me is that he's competing directly with Kieran Amagaji, who was a 3rd-round pick last year. Amagaji only played 6 games as a rookie due to injury, but has significant draft capital. The fact that Trapillo is competing so well says everything about his talent level. Ben Johnson has been clear. He's going to start the best 5 offensive linemen. Period. Draft position doesn't matter. Salary doesn't matter. Experience doesn't matter. If Trapillo continues to progress at this level, he could force his way into the starting lineup as a rookie. And now we come to the story that really has me excited without reservations. Kyle Monegani is proving to be possibly the biggest steal of the 2025 draft. And I'm telling you, this could completely change our offensive identity. Kyle Monegani, selected with the 233rd pick in the 7th round, is making 31 teams wonder how the heck this guy fell so low. But more importantly, he's making the Bears realize they have something special on their hands. I think the reason why Monegani fell so much has to do with superficial metrics that don't tell the whole story. Yes, He's 5 feet 8 inches tall. Yes, he ran 4.6 in the 40-yard dash. But you know what? Maurice Jones-Drew was the same size and was phenomenal. Darren Sproles revolutionized the position by being small but explosive. The Rutgers stats tell a different story. In 2023, Monegani led the entire Big Ten with 1,262 rushing yards and 8 touchdowns. As a senior, he improved these numbers to 1,279 yards and 13 touchdowns, while being named First Team All-Big Ten. But here's what really excites me: his versatility. In college, Monegani caught only 38 passes for 252 yards in 5 years. That seemed like a major limitation. But in Wednesday's minicamp, Clay Harbor of Chicago Sports Network specifically noted his passing game skills. The play that sealed it all was that touchdown connection with Caleb Williams at the end of a long drive. I'm telling you that Ben Johnson saw that chemistry potential from the draft. Johnson understands offensive versatility better than almost any coordinator in the league after what he did in Detroit. Let's put this in context with our current backfield situation. DeAndre Swift had 253 carries last year for 953 yards, averaging only 3.8 yards per carry. Those numbers are mediocre at best. Swift needs to be more efficient, or he's going to lose snaps. Roschon Johnson had 6 touchdowns, but only 55 carries for 150 yards. In 2 years, he has rushed 136 times for 507 total yards. Those numbers suggest he's not the long-term answer as a feature back. This is where Monegani becomes fascinating. His 4.8 yards per carry average in college is significantly better than Swift's 3.8 last year. If he can maintain that efficiency while adding pass-catching ability, suddenly you have a 3-down back that can contribute immediately. Ben Johnson's offense in Detroit averaged 146.4 rushing yards per game, ranked 6th in the NFL. The Bears averaged only 102 yards per game, ranked 25th. That difference is massive, and Monegani could be a key piece to closing that gap. I believe Eric Bieniemy, our running backs coach, sees something special in Monegani too. Bieniemy worked with incredible running backs in Kansas City, including Kareem Hunt and Damian Williams during their Super Bowl runs. If Bieniemy is excited about Monegani, it means something. Ben Johnson's no-depth chart philosophy means performance trumps everything. If Monegani continues outperforming expectations, there's no reason why he can't earn significant snaps as a rookie. Late-round gems like undrafted Philip Lindsay have rushed for 1,000-plus yards as rookies. It's possible. And here, we get to the story that excites and inspires me the most at the same time. Jaquan Brisker isn't just back. He's sending a powerful message about resilience, determination, and what it really means to be a Chicago Bear. 3 concussions in 3 years. Let that sink in. I'm telling you that most players would have considered retirement. Most families would have pressured to stop playing. But not Jaquan Brisker, and not his family. If it didn't come from my parents, or myself, I didn't listen to it, to be honest. Brisker said about retirement speculation. That mentality gives me chills, because it shows the character we need in this defense. The vestibular concussion he suffered against Carolina was particularly brutal. It wasn't a simple hit to the head. Tommy Tremble hit his helmet against Brisker's neck in exactly the wrong spot, causing a concussion that kept him out 12 games. But here's what impressed me most. Brisker wanted to play in London the week after the injury. Really, I was going to force myself to go. That's how badly I want to play football. That level of competitiveness and desire is rare in any athlete. The rehabilitation process was intense and humbling. Brisker had to literally retrain his brain. Side-to-side movement, tennis ball catching, tracking with the eyes, getting the body moving around fast. Basic motor functions that most people take for granted. Visiting a doctor in Pittsburgh, going through extensive rehab, missing entire seasons. That journey would break most people. But when Brisker talks about it now, there's zero self-pity, just determination to get back to his elite level. And speaking of elite level, let me remind you exactly how good Brisker was before the injuries. In 2022, his rookie season, Brisker had 4 interceptions and 120 tackles. he was immediately one of our most impactful defensive players. In 2023, before the injuries really accumulated, Brisker was playing at a Pro Bowl level. His combination of run support and pass coverage made him one of the most complete safeties in the league. Ben Johnson, who game-planned against Brisker when he was with Detroit, put it perfectly. He was a guy that you had to earmark and make sure you knew where he was when you game-planned against him, because he was very active, particularly in the run game, not afraid to hit you. That respect from an opposing coach tells you everything. Johnson told Lions receivers that they had to account for Brisker on every play. That level of impact from a safety is rare. And already in OTAs, Brisker has shown that his instincts remain sharp. That interception off a tipped pass from Caleb Williams demonstrated that his anticipation and reaction time haven't diminished. But more important than statistics or highlights is what Brisker represents to this team and this city. Chicago has always been about toughness, about fighting through adversity, about never giving up. Brisker embodies all of those qualities. Doubting the team, doubting me, whatever it may be, I'm keeping all the receipts, Brisker said. Everybody who thought it was funny, or everybody who talked about us, we are ready for this year. I'm ready for this year. I'm back. 9 is back. That quote gives me chills because it captures everything I love about Chicago Bears football. No excuses, no self-pity, just determination to prove the doubters wrong. The timing of Brisker's return couldn't be better. Our defense needs leadership, needs someone who's not afraid of contact, needs a player who can make quarterbacks think twice about throwing over the middle. I believe that Brisker's story will be one of the most compelling narratives of the 2025 season. If he can stay healthy and return to his Pro Bowl level, he could be the missing piece that elevates our entire defense. Look, Bears family, these 3 stories show us exactly where we stand as a franchise right now. We have controversy with Luther Burden III, who needs to figure out his priorities. We have potential excellence with Kyle Monegani and Ozzie Trapilo, who are showing that draft position doesn't define talent. And we have inspiration with Jaquan Brisker, who's proving that nothing can break a true Bear. This season is going to define the future of our franchise, and I need all of you, the Bears Nation, with me at every step of this journey. If this content kept you engaged, if you learned something new about your team, then I need you to show that Bears pride right now. Like this video immediately, subscribe to this channel, because we are more than fans, we are a brotherhood, we are family. And in this family, everyone bleeds navy blue and orange. Comment below which of these stories excites you the most and why. Don't leave yet, because in the coming days, I'm going to bring more exclusive Bears content that you won't find anywhere else. Stay connected, stay loyal, and remember, bear down forever. I'll see you in the next video, Bears family. Keep fighting, keep believing, keep bleeding Bears colors.